Today I'm covering what is sex addiction, what are the possible causes of sex addiction, and how to identify the common symptoms of addiction. Welcome back to True Potential TV. I'm Andrea Carella, your relationship consultant and licensed professional counselor. Today I will be covering what is sex addiction, the common causes, as well as some symptoms to look out for. Recognizing that you have sex addiction can be scary. You want to know what to do, but you're afraid to learn more about yourself. You know that you want to talk to somebody about this problem, but you're afraid to trust anyone. This video blog is your first starting point to start exploring what is sex addiction and what are the common symptoms of addiction. What is sex addiction? Sexual addiction is best described as a progressive intimacy disorder, characterized by compulsive sexual thoughts and acts. Like all addictions, it negatively impacts the addict and the family members as the addictive behavior intensifies and progresses. The National Council on Sexual Addiction and Compulsivity has defined sex addiction as engaging in persistent and escalating patterns of sexual behavior acted out despite increasing negative consequences to self and others. For example, someone with a sex addiction will continue to engage in certain sexual behaviors despite facing financial problems, shattered relationships, potential health risks, and even arrest. Symptoms of sex addiction. According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Psychiatric Disorders, the common symptoms of sex addiction are distress about a pattern of repeated sexual relationships involving a succession of lovers who are experienced by the individual only as a thing to be used, compulsive searching for multiple partners, compulsive fixation on an unattainable partner, compulsive masturbation, compulsive love relationships, and/or compulsive sexuality in a relationship, extensive use of pornography, phone sex, cyber sex, or having sex with fellow sex addicts, or even other illegal activities like sex with a prostitute. What causes sex addiction? One theory is that because antidepressants and other psychotropic medications have proven effective, that it could be a biochemical abnormality. Another study indicates that the brain, the reptilian part of the brain, our reward center, and our survival, communicates that sex is necessary for survival. That signal gets sent to the emotional part of the brain that is seeking compulsively to satiate that desire. What part gets short-circuited is the prefrontal cortex, the reasonable part of our brain that makes good decisions. This is why, despite negative consequences as a result of this behavior, the person still compulsively does the behavior. People addicted to sex get a sense of euphoria and use the sexual behavior as a way of seeking pleasure, avoiding uncomfortable feelings, and dealing with life stressors. Similar to the way that an alcoholic uses alcohol. In both instances, the positive short-term reward of the experience gets replaced by a sense of guilt, remorse, and promises to change. Did you know that 82% of sex addicts report being sexually abused as children? Research shows that sex addicts typically come from dysfunctional families and are more likely than non-sex addicts to have been abused. They typically describe their families as rigid, uncaring, and distant. Did you also know that 80% of recovering addicts report having some form of addiction present in their family of origin? These families, including the addicts' families themselves, report having the presence of either substance abuse, binge eating, workaholism, womanizing, or even gambling. Now I'd love to hear from you. What did you learn today about sex addiction? And what are some of the common symptoms of addiction that surprised you most? Please leave your comments below because I want to know what you're thinking. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming True Potential episodes. You'll also want to head over to truepotentialcounseling.com where you can get additional resources and tips to create an empowering, fulfilling, and harmonious life and relationship.